Good morning. Sourdough starter day number 5 today. So let's have a look and see what's happened overnight. So pretty much it's risen in size. You can see it's gone very small bubbles in there. I can smell it from here. It's changing. It's changing in its smell. And that is becoming very active. You can see, well, you probably can't see, but there's actually bubbles all the way through the mix there. It's not anywhere near ready yet. We're not kind of at that stage. But what's happening is basically we've been feeding it. So basically we're harvesting the yeast from the surroundings, from the environment. So there's yeast everywhere, and it makes its home in the flour. We add the water to activate everything because it needs moisture to grow. And basically all the yeast is doing now is it's feeding on, and I'm not going to get complicated, but it's just feeding on the flour. So there's carbohydrates, and we all know about carbs, don't we? Carbs is the enemy of the waistline. It really is. We all know about carbs. Flour's got carbs, hasn't it? That's where it comes from in bread. And the yeast just feeding on that. So it's actually feeding on the carbohydrates, converting them to sugars and things. You don't need to know all that stuff. Got some bacteria in there, just for your little info. Nice little bacteria. All the good stuff, like in your yogurts and that. It's all good. It's nothing going to make you poorly in there. It's all good bacteria. Certainly is in my house. I don't know about yours, but I'm only joking. So today, very simple again. So all we're going to do today, we're not going to discard any. We're just going to feed it. But just on that note, when you discard any of the sourdough starter, you can do a couple of things with it. You can either keep it, but you need to keep it in the fridge. And each time you discard any sourdough starter into it, you can keep it. And there's recipes making pancakes and all sorts from it. I've never used any of it, to be absolutely frank with you. I've got other things going on, so I'm not at the stage of thinking what should I do. I've got plenty of things kind of going on that I'm doing, so I'm not really at the stage of thinking I should really find something to do with that. I've got enough on. So that's one thing. If you are discarding it, just one little word of caution is just get rid of it with cold water down the sink, or put it in the bin, whatever. But if you are washing the bowls out, for example, don't just let it go dry and stick it in the dishwasher, because what will happen is when it sees the hot water from the dishwasher, it just bakes it on, and it becomes believe me, I know, because I've done it, and you have to scrape it off. It's a right pain in the backside. So again, you learn by other people's mistakes. So that was what I made in the journey. Like I say, I'm taking the pain for you lot, doing all of this, so you can learn by my mistakes. Like I say, a wise person learns from his own mistakes. The wiser one, you, can learn from my mistakes, learn from the mistakes of others, save you making them. So yeah, just give it a rinse off with cold water. The rest will come off in the dishy. But if you leave thick bits on that go dry, and then put it in hot water, it will bake and be a pain. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't come back to me and say you could have said that. I've warned you now. So that's it. Right, day number 5. So today's edition day. Yeah, like I say, it's risen, and that's one of the things we're going to be looking at soon is watching it rise and fall. We'll get into that. Let's just concentrate on day number 5. All we're doing. Another complex day, very complex. So I watch it. Today, our strong white flour, 30 grams, straight in there. Let's get in. You know, I could have had my spoon ready. I'm right next to the drawer with the spoons in as well, and I still haven't got a spoon ready. You know, for somebody that says I like organising, you're gonna say I'm not too sure. You know, you are what you say you are, and you're probably right in some respects. So that's 30 grams. Another 30 grams of water. I can see that sinking through the walls already. Another 30 grams. Let's take that to 60. There we go. There we go. 60. Like I say, within a gram or so. It doesn't really matter. And you'll see that level will start falling probably as we give it a stir there. It's falling down the jar. As we give it a stir. Even though we put more in, because it's risen, we've just knocked it back. And some may be tempted to say, oh, well, it's working, I could use that. You can't, it's not strong enough. So the thing that we're actually doing here, we're developing kind of the power, if you like, the powerhouse. I'll move over there and see what I'm doing. We're developing the power in this. So as those yeasts and bacteria are fermenting, as the yeast feeding, it's multiplying, it's getting stronger and stronger. So eventually you come to the point where it's strong enough to go in a mix, a bigger mix, and it's powerful enough to go through the whole mixture. That's what we want. If you tried now, it wouldn't do much. It's just, it looks the part, it's smelling the part, but it ain't got any firepower. So yeah, we're just watching this. Won't be long. So again, tomorrow I'll probably tell you what we're starting to look for longer term. And as we get towards the end of the week, so come day 7, we stop doing these videos, and I'll give you the tools to know what to do and know when it's ready to use, and we'll come back and we'll revisit mine as well and say when mine's ready. But for now, that's it. That's my little morning vid done. You know, some people have a coffee in the morning, other people watch my video. I mean, you know, there's some sad people in this world, isn't there? Go and have a coffee instead of watching this rubbish. No, I'm joking. Hey, really interesting this, you know, for saddos like me. But I'm joking again. But yeah, it's all a process. And like I say, I'll go over and over again. Well, all I'm trying to do is demystify it, trying to make it simple, doable, so you can then physically see what's happening. So you can see the changes in mine and yours, and you know, oh, well, it's supposed to be doing that. If yours isn't active like that, don't worry about it, because at this stage, quite often it looks a bit dormant because we've discarded, we've added, and it can look a little bit, oh, you know, it's not. Just stick with it. Stick with it. As long as you're seeing bubbles in the initial, and as long as you're keeping it in kind of room temperature, just keep it between, if you can, between 18 and 20. You know, if you want it to go to sleep, because you don't kill it, if you want to go to sleep, you just make it cold. So what happens is, in a colder environment, it just doesn't, it's not doing its thing. It's not, you know, it's not warm enough to be working. As soon as you chill it down, so just keep it between 18 and 20 if you can. Like I say, that's kind of probably the better temperature, just to, if it's a bit warmer, it's a bit warm, it's fine, it's just going to work a bit faster, that's all. It's just going to work a bit faster. But that's it for today. So sourdough start day number 5, done, just a tick in the box. We're nearly there, the end of the week is in sight, it's in sight there. So for now, we'll see you later, so bye for now.